Hi, today is Thursday, March 30th, 2017. It's the fourth day of the fifth week of Lent, and this is a Sweet Speaks. And as you might have heard by now, there are some things going on in Venezuela. I mean, of course we all know about that Venezuela has really turned into a socialist state. How bakers have been arrested for making brownies instead of bread. We know about this. But now Maduro has annulled Congress. Is he trying to give himself dictatorial powers? Is he trying to pull off an Erdogan? It looks like it. And even neighboring countries like Brazil, even Brazil, which is a semi-socialist state, have objected and voiced their concerns about Venezuela. And now this, Maduro annuls Congress. And the opposition in Venezuela is calling him a dictator. He probably wants to be. I mean, that's sort of a logical step in socialism. When you can't get your way through elections, you'll do it through the barrel of a gun instead. And we'll see what happens. I mean, Venezuela has been going downhill for a long time. I remember when Chavez, became president, and and to begin with, it went very well for Venezuela. They got rich, really rich, but that's because of the oil. And the left all over Europe, at least in Sweden and Norway, and I think the left in the US too, and so on. They were sharing him and saying, "Look at Venezuela. This is a working socialism. It works. We told you." Yeah, things like that. But then things started going downhill. It started a little before Chavez died, but it really got much worse after his death. He should really be happy that he died before this happened. And now it's really bad. Now Congress is annulled. So I guess Maduro just wants to rule by himself now. And what is going to happen? Are we seeing Venezuela imploding before our eyes? Will the military try to make a coup and get rid of Maduro and to install law and order again? I don't know. It's an interesting thought, though. Are we seeing the beginning of the end, or is it just going to get worse? Are we seeing Venezuela turn into some kind of, I don't know, Cuba, North Korea? I mean, where are they headed? I mean, we're going to have to look at this, what's going on. And one interesting thing that I need to point out is how the left, they are always able to pick the wrong countries and the wrong candidates. I mean, the left have been sharing the wrong ones since, say, 1917, when they shared the Soviet Union as the workers' paradise. They gave up that idea, but after that they shared the Republicans in Spain, and the Republicans in Spain were not like the Republican Party in the US. Just saying. No, the Republicans in Spain, they were the communists and the anarchists fighting the fascists. And yeah, I don't like the fascists. I don't like the communists either, but there was no good side in that war. And lots of left-wing Swedes went to Spain to fight for the Republican side. Crazy. But and many of them came from upper middle class or wealthy families. And this is just something that goes on in the mindset of the leftists. The left does not care about if the policies really work. They care about intentions, or the perceived intentions. The perceived intention was that Lenin was a good guy. He wanted things to be good for everyone. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, even though it may be different. And then they thought that Mao is probably a good guy. He wants everyone to get a nice life. Yeah, maybe. I sincerely doubt that, but maybe. And then it was Castro. And then it was Venezuela. And now Venezuela is falling apart or turning into a totalitarian state. And this is what the left have been sharing. But for the last few years, they have been silent on Venezuela. They might have noticed that they have to look for some new model country to share. But they don't know which one because there are really no good examples left. They could try with Brazil, but Brazil is going downhill too. Not as bad as Venezuela, and I sincerely hope they don't get that far. I hope they turn around now. By the way, yeah, I mentioned that. Brazil has voiced their concerns too. Before this annulment, I think. And I mean, these are just the things going on. And Venezuela, we'll need to keep track of what's going on there. Because Venezuela is now sort of the front line of socialism in the world, and it's not working out for them. Because I think I'm going to end with this. Socialism always fails. And I mean, the degree of failure really just depends on the degree of socialism. They tried socialism in the UK, and it failed. They got unemployment, they got bad economy, but Thatcher was able to turn the country around by using hard but necessary methods. And then Britain was greater than ever. And Scandinavia, the model nations for, well, Bernie Sanders and all the other people on the left, failing, but okay, because it's not full-blown socialist, but just lots of socialism, but it's not full-blown. It still functions somehow because it manages to reap the reward from private enterprise, but still it doesn't work very well. As I mentioned in another video, Swedes in America have higher living standard than Swedes in Sweden. But anyway. And then you have like in Greece, that really went bad. That really went wrong. And then Brazil. It's not good in Brazil. Not from what I hear from my Brazilian friend. And Brazil isn't as bad as Venezuela, which is really bad. And then you got the next level of this, which is, well, Cambodia. Maoist China, the Soviet Union. I mean, saying that some degree of socialism would be good. The idea that you take a little from all ideas and it will probably be good. It's like saying that making a meal and adding a little poison might be a good idea. It really isn't. And I just hope that Venezuela turns around. I don't really know what to hope for more than I hope the people revolts against Maduro. Or I hope the military deposes him. And that they somehow manage to well get law and order and a functioning economy without all this socialism. I just don't know how that's going to happen there because it's a very troubled country. But I hope so. And I'll be praying for Venezuela. And that's what I have to say about this right now. And I would like to thank the people who are supporting this channel through prayers, through PayPal, and through Patreon. That is all greatly appreciated. And if you like this channel, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. I recommend you to click on the little bell. I think it helps. And maybe you should actually start every video I post, even if you're not going to watch it. Because that makes you an active subscriber, so you won't be taken off the subscription list. I think YouTube is meddling a little with that. You don't have to watch it, just start it. And by the way, I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. So I want your help with that. So please share my videos as much as you can. On Facebook, on Twitter, whatever. And if you got something to say, please comment. If you like my videos, please like them. And, well, yeah, that's it. This is A Swede Speaks. Have a nice day.